Yo, what's up, fam? This is your Coach Earl. I was just wanting to throw a couple of things out there. Had a little time on my hand. Just want to talk about this weekend. I know we do have a walkthrough tomorrow, but just want to talk about this weekend. Just a couple of the major things to go over, but we're gonna start with a small game plan. Talk about tempo. First and foremost, I prefer the tempo to be high. With our guards that we have going with us, I really think that we can afford to push the tempo. Got really good guards. There's no reason for us not to be a high tempo team. I don't expect us to be the biggest at the guard position, but I do expect us to be the quickest, if not in the whole tournament, in most of our matchups. But I do want to push the tempo. That means that my bigs, my JJs, my Earls, my Duns, I want you running the court with those guys up and down the court, but it's important for it to be effective that you guys are stretching the defense too. Mid-ranges, I know all you guys can shoot the three ball. All my bigs can shoot the three. I want you pulling it, but I don't want everybody swinging and staying outside, just hanging on the perimeter. I'm going to try to have at least two of my bigs in most of the time. That's mainly for rebounding, but so when the shots go up, the one that's not shooting the ball, I need you crashing for me. I need those rebounds. But should we get to a point where we see the tempo doesn't favor us to push it, because there are going to be some good teams with some good guards. A lot of guys can play this game around the country. So, we want to make sure that we pay attention to the tempo. If we need to slow it down, we can. Like I said, I've got some very good bigs, and I'll expect you guys to put your ass to the basket. Put your back to the basket. The guards that we have can feed you. They like to feed you. And we want your back to the basket and use your post game. I really think we have an advantage there as well. So I'm old school. The money's always going to be in the paint. So you're going to hear me say take it to the lane. When you hear me say that, that doesn't necessarily mean get the ball to a big. If I'm a Tyree coming down the court and I see I've got an advantage, I can take my man to the basket, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. So get there, get to the basket, get to the paint. Somebody always need to be cutting with you. If they're not, they'll probably be sitting beside me on the sideline just talking about whatever. Because I need to make sure everybody's moving, cutting for each other. It's a team game. I want the ball passed around. I don't want any to come down one pass, the shot goes up. We got to share the ball. If not, we're not making the defense work. So we've got to make the defense work for us to be successful. So that's it on the tempo. I know I got Mark coming with us. I've got Zay King. You guys are going to do a lot of damage from the three position. Both of you athletic. Both of you can get up. Both of you can put it down. I want the dynamic stuff. For those that don't know me, please trust and believe that I want all of it. I want everything. I want the show. I'm an old school coach, but I want the show. I was raised on Showtime Lakers. I want the show. I want it all. You can put it down. You can bang it on somebody's head. I want you to bang it on their head. If you can come down and be fancy but effective, I'm going to take it this time. This is a showcase. This is a showcase. It's not that I don't care if we win or lose. I want to win every game I coach. But it's a showcase. It's a chance for you to showcase and do what you need to do. Some of you guys, the last chance to get noticed as you try to progress your career. Some of you guys are already committed to college. But it's your last chance to play high school ball, and I'm glad it's with me. The type of defense. You guys are grown enough to know the first thing I'm gonna say is man. I prefer a man-to-man defense. But I do know this is a showcase. This is a showcase, and just like we're gonna try to run, everybody's gonna try to run on us. But the defense, I want to man up first. We'll see how those matchups go. But there's gonna be times we play at 10:30, our first game, I believe, or 10 o'clock. I know it's late at night, past my normal bedtime. So we're going to go in and try to get it done early. So, but we're going to go in with the intent on manning up. But there's going to be times we drop into a 2-3 zone or a 3-2 zone. I would love to run some 1-3-1. If we get enough people at practice tomorrow night where we can practice that, we'll do that. But if not, it is what it is. But if we need to run zone, our bread and butter is going to be 3-2 or 2-3. 3-2, I do like to put a big at the crown. That's just to disturb the passing lanes a little more. And my quicker guards are going to be on the wings. But pressing, I'm not sure how much pressing we're gonna do. If we do it, it's gonna be out of a man set because we don't really have time enough to go over zone press. And I'm not a big fan of zone press. I've never really found one that could stop the guards that I've had in the past. And the guards I have going now, I mean, you're talking about some of the best around here. So I'm not sure how much zone press we'll see, and I'm pretty sure how much zone press we'll run. Not much at all. But I just want to make sure we understand that if we do see a chance where we can zone press, I'm fine with that as well. But I'm not sure how effective we'll be without the chemistry of playing together a long time. So the press, that's going to be, we're going to press with caution. I'm going to put it that way. Timeouts, they're yours. I might use one or two. It'll see, but I like to leave you at least one or two, if you get in certain situations in the court where you have to use them. So definitely the timeouts, I'm going to try to leave for you guys as much as possible. We're going to try to play through most things. This is a showcase. This is a showcase event. So we're going to try to play through most things. So the only thing I can do to show your case for what you are out on that court is to let you play. Let coaches that might be watching on different platforms see that if you're a guard, you understand how to handle the ball game in certain situations, that you do understand that how to run offenses and play yourselves out of jams. I think that's real important, especially when you got guys looking at you to see what you can bring to the table for them. Substitutions. I'm gonna have to keep you honest with me. I want you to keep me honest. I mean, I started out with 4 coaches for this thing. So now I'm down to 1, me. And you guys on the sideline with me as we go along. I want you guys to play. I want everybody to be happy. I know everybody chipped in. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough. $70 plus a room. That's money coming out your pocket. And I get that. Everybody wants to play. I know everybody wants to win, but I'm not a guy that I want everybody to play. I know even as a younger coach, one of the mistakes I made is not playing everybody as much as I probably could have. I was more caught up in the win, and over time I've kind of changed a little bit. If anybody's come watch me play lately, I try to let everybody play, and we still typically win. So we just have to handle it on the front end. We just try to do everything we can to put the game in our control the entire game, whether it's a close one or a blowout. Sportsmanship. I've been coaching 20-something years, and believe it or not, I've never got a tick. Not for misconduct, not for doing anything I shouldn't be doing on the sideline. Not only that, I prefer my players not get ticks. That means I don't want you arguing a call. All in the Southeast, I'm hundreds of referees. You go on my Facebook page, I've got referees everywhere. They're my guys. Those are my guys. When I see them away from the game, I dap them up. We talk about the game. We talk about basketball. We talk about life. They're people just like us. We're trying to build character and stuff out here on the court. I want you guys to understand that we don't argue calls. If there's something that needs to be discussed with the referee, that's my job. So if it's something I'm missing, you talk to me and let me talk to the official. But I don't want you trying to argue with the referee. I've never seen one change a call because you're arguing with him if your name wasn't Michael Jordan. I've seen him do it for him, but only then, that was once. Other than that, we don't argue calls. We're not going to do that. Showing up players on the other team. I do know it's a showcase, and like I just told you 3 minutes ago, I do want you putting it on people's head if you can. Yam on them. Do what you're going to do. That's enough showing up. You don't have to clap in their face, point, or nothing. I don't get down with none of that stuff, man. Put it on their head. Look at the scoreboard. That's to me, that's showing up. That's all I need you guys to do. I want you to take this game and play it with integrity. That's the game I love. When I want us to play it hard. Inbounding. We will have to talk about inbounding at our workout tomorrow. I mean, it's a showcase. We don't have time to put in a lot of stuff. Some of the teams we played have played together. We're just a bunch of guys coming for the love of the game. We just want to show our love for the game. But when you go down there, there's certain things that teams are going to do to you, especially if they used to play on each other. They're going to press on the inbound. So, we're going to have a basic line and a box set. that we do. Nothing fancy, because not everybody's going to be at practice. And I want to be able to explain it to players where they can be effective as they get into the game. So we will have a basic box set. One thing I want my players to remember, if we have a lead going into the end of the game, I'm talking about 3-4 minutes left in the game. If I'm up by 6 with 4 minutes left in the game, I'm gonna slow the game down. It might not be up to your liking. It might not be to the liking of the people in the stands. But for us to survive and advance, if it seems like the guards are kind of not understanding, I guess, game management, it's important for me as the coach to slow the game down. So I'm going to slow the game down and ask you to pass it around. If you can't handle that, I'll pull you and put somebody who can in the game. Because I've seen some very good teams lose games with poor clock management. You know, I mean, games with very good players, very good coaching, and I get lost. I'm sitting in the stands with other coaches, and nobody can understand why nobody's managing the gameplay at the end of the game. If it's not the players, who it should be, the players, not the coach from the sideline, sometimes they're going to have to step up and control that. But I prefer you guys show that you're smart enough to know 6 to 12 points at the end of a game. I'm going to say 5 to 10 points at the end of the game. You just slow it down. Just slow it down, pass it around, and make you look good. Make you like you know what you're doing. Especially if they see it's coming from you and not me. TJ coming down the court and looking at the clock saying, hey, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. I've got shooters with me. Brayson, he's my guy. You know, Brayson, I want you shooting the ball. I want you shooting the ball. You know, you begged for a big stage for as long as I've known you, since you were in 6th, 7th grade. You got a big stage. I'll put you on some big stages, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. Shoot the ball and show what you can do. Set the stage up for your senior year. You know, you going High Point full time next year, and I'm going to be at a lot of High Point games, and I expect to be clapping so hard I get blisters on my hand because my boys out there doing work. So get yourself ready. Get yourself ready for Coach Watts. We're just ready to do work. Ready to do work. JJ's, like I said, you're in the same boat. You're going into your senior year, done. You guys set the stage now for what you're going to be next year, so people will remember you. You know, some of my older guys, my Earls, my Marks, my Tyrees, I know what you can do. I've been watching you guys since forever. Elementary school, you know. I know what you guys can do. I want you to do it for me. Just come out there and do work. And we're going to make it happen. I'm really, really excited. Now, Tez, you my true stretch. So you'll be playing a lot of 3 and 4. And all I ask is do for me this weekend the same thing you done all summer for me, and that's just be there. Show up and be there. You always found a way to get that untimely rebound that everybody else on the court missed. Somehow or another, you were there, or getting the poke out of a passing lane that nobody even thought you had reached for. You just find a way to be on time, and that's all that I ask you. But man, I'm about to get out of here, guys. It's about to come down a little bit out here. I'm chilling. About to go in this room, hang with my beautiful wife, play a little 2K, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.